Hey guys, today I have a Whirlpool washer and Kenmore electric dryer pair, and getting it started right now with a load, pretty heavy load of jeans, towels, jackets, that kind of thing. It's about as full as you'd want to load it up there. It's getting started sensing, adding water, and we're using the deep water wash option. You've got a few different options here, a few different temperature options. All of these have gone through, tested. This is about the fourth load I've put through here just to make sure everything on it works perfect. And then I do this last one to show you on this video, as if you were standing here yourself checking it out, that everything's working perfect on it. Now I've got an extra little striker I bought online that I can stick right there to make it think the lid's closed. That way I can show you what's going on in here. It's gonna fill all the way up with water. You've got your center agitator, and I always like to drop this little tip here. You know these are working correctly when they spin clockwise, and you can't move it backwards counterclockwise. Now, if you could spin it freely in both directions, this is not working correctly and your clothes are not getting clean. So a little tip there for you. So we're gonna go ahead and let that fill up. And then over here on the electric dryer, we'll go ahead and just show it off real quick while this is filling up with water. You've got a temperature setting here. You've got high, medium, low for delicates. You also have air dry for super delicate items if you just want to tumble dry. Wrinkle guard, you set that on, and then it gives you an extra 40 minutes of intermittently tumbling so you can get back to it before the wrinkles set in. Then you have a cycle signal you can turn on and off, and that's great if you got kids sleeping throughout the day, pets, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and just put this on time dry, high heat. You can hear that running. Sounds great. I'm going to show you that it is heating here in just a sec. And it would actually be a lot quieter once you get the vent hose on the back and it muffles out the blower sound. But I've got my little temperature gun here. And whatever I shine those two red dots on, it's going to take a temperature measurement. So it's about 66 degrees on top of the dryer. Down here on the concrete floor, a little colder, about 59 degrees. And if we open this up here and shine it right inside the heating element tube, there's a ton of heat coming out of that tube right there. Very hot. Heating element's kind of back behind here. So the heat comes up, in with your clothes, and then out right there, which is where the lint trap is to catch the lint. You gotta make sure that gets changed out before every load. The inside of your dryer, as it dries, is only going to get from about 95 up to 195. Just depends what you have your heat setting at and how long it's been running. And I'm sure you saw it when I opened the door, but it's tumbling nice and fast, just like it's supposed to. And all that sounds great. Just turn that back off. Now over here, this is going to get started sensing, so it'll start to do a little agitation, but it's going to stop and keep adding water. That's a pretty heavy load, so it's going to continue to add water as it senses and does a little agitation. See, there it goes again. All automated, you don't have to mess with it, but it is nice that we get that deep water back and can do full submersion on the clothes. So I'm going to let that go ahead and fill all the way up, then I'll come back and show you that it's agitating. All right, seems to have filled all the way up with water now. You can see full submersion, just about full submersion. It's also a pretty heavy load. I probably shouldn't have packed so much in there, but I always like to kind of max it out for my videos. You can see it's doing a really good job agitating and vortexing those clothes down along the bottom fins and then back out the sides. So it runs in this type of vortexing motion. So not only are the clothes agitating on the fins there, but in and of themselves as well. If you think about a front load washer, those clothes only agitate on themselves. You get the benefit of the agitator here as well. And a pretty good sized capacity, a super capacity I believe, maybe super capacity plus. I'm not sure, I'll have to check, and I'll put those details in the listing description. But yep, there you go. You can see agitating perfectly. I'm getting started. I apologize about my heat running above my head here. It makes it a little loud, but you can't even hear the washer over it. It runs nice and quiet. Here it is running without that heat going off above us. See, nice and quiet. right, and we're draining the water out right now. If you can hear that drain running over my heat there. Nice and quiet. And pumping that water out pretty fast. Now from here, as it moves out of the wash cycle, it's going to spin to extract out that soapy used up water. Then it'll fill back up with fresh water, agitate for a bit, and then same thing, it's gonna drain the water out for the final spin cycle, which that's what I'll come back for next and show you that that is nice, fast, smooth, sounds great, and nice and fast. So we'll come back for that. Now that my heat shut off, you can hear that water running out. Sometimes I wrap a towel around this. This drain can get kind of slow, and if you got a really fast pump, really slow drain, it can kind of kick some water back up. So I always wrap a towel around that on particularly cold days. But here we go, getting started. It's going to go through kind of a balancing act here to make sure it's balanced before it spins out high speed. But just wanted you to get a listen on that without my heat running. All right, here we go on that final spin. Now, if those look like they're blinking, they're not blinking. I don't know why LEDs show up like that sometimes. They're solid, but we're on the final spin. Spinning nice and fast, and it's going to spin through 2-3 times to do a max extract on the water from those clothes. Once again, we've bypassed the lid lock just by putting an additional striker in there. But as you can see, nice smooth operation, sounds great. And that's good to go. So I'm gonna let that finish up. Then we'll go ahead and get these listed up for sale. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Thanks, you guys have a great day.